I'm Haley Hunter with the LPGA Women's Network, and I'm honored to introduce you to a woman whose story is sure to leave you not only inspired, but ready to take on any barriers of your own.
My husband's friends, my husband's friends' wives, they would meet at the golf course every Saturday and Sunday morning, 8 o'clock. They would play their round of golf, and when they would get around the 15th hole, they would call me to come up and have lunch. And I did. So I would go and I'd hang out. And then just as golfers do, they talk about their morning round. I didn't really have much to contribute. And then sometimes they would go back out, and then I'd go back home.
Born without fingers on her left hand, Gianna Rojas spent most of her childhood and early adult life sitting on the sidelines.
So we tried to figure out how to get me to go out and swing, just so I could play, even if it's just a couple times with them, which was a difficult journey because there wasn't anybody out there going, hey lady, I can teach you to swing one-handed, because not a lot of instructors had been exposed to people that have challenges. Trying to figure out how to play was hard because this arm is shorter than this arm. Right. Most instructors want me to get 2 points of contact on the ball, but if I do that, then I'm not square. So we had to kind of figure out, we tried a couple of different prosthetic devices, and it was all more of a hazard and a hindrance than for me to just let it go. So my husband and I just kept figuring out a way, and once it clicked, we were like, all right, there you go. This is how we're going to do it. Don't really need the other hand. I can usually drive about 176 yards was my longest drive.
One hand. That's incredible.
Through Adaptive Golfers, Gianna shows that no barrier is too great to keep anyone from playing golf, whether they be physical, cognitive, health, or age-related. If there's a will, there's a way.
So we just wanted the industry to basically see us. Right. You could talk about it, but to actually see it in action is pretty breathtaking sometimes. What we actually do is we look at what the person's expectations are. Are you someone who just wants to be able to come out to a clinic? You want the camaraderie of being around people at a clinic, and that's mostly what you can do. Or are you looking to get out on course because there's a different pathway to think of on the training? Or are you, like us, want to also get out and to be in the competitive world? There are U.S. disabled golf teams. There are different golf tournaments, adaptive golf tournaments and disabled golf tournaments around the country all year long. We never ask what can't you do. We want to ask what can you do. So we try to teach from that ability out idea. And then we'll just work trial and error to find what product, what club, what swing technique works best.
Gianna is a decorated 2-time division winner in the adaptive and paralong drive competition. Her belief is that nothing is impossible. No matter what challenge you face on the course or in life, you simply have to try it a different way and find what works for you. As someone who's been privileged enough to never have to play golf with any barriers, Gianna insisted that I should try some of these techniques for myself so I could truly understand how talented these adaptive golfers really are. When she wanted me to try to hit a golf ball one-handed while sitting down and then blindfolded, I figured whatever contact I made with the ball would have been sheer luck. But Gianna knew that I could figure it out.
Mother and her daughter, her 13-year-old daughter, were sitting on the couch watching the news, and they got to the part where I was hitting, and the woman told me that her daughter turned to her and said, Mom, well, if she can do it, maybe you think I can learn to play golf. Now, her daughter has less than what I have. She's above the elbow. And she said that she doesn't put herself out there. She doesn't want to really go out with the girls, and she gets very depressed and she stays in a lot. She's very isolated. So when the mother came to me the next morning, this woman comes running up to me and she hugs and picks me up, and she's shaking and crying, and I'm almost crying with her. She said, I have to tell you how inspiring you are. She said, my daughter turned to me after that, seeing that, and now she wants to go out and play golf. I've been teased, I've been left out, I've been called names, I've been picked on, I've been bullied, I got locked in a locker. Had I known enough back then about what I know about golf now, I would have been able to turn around to those bullies and say, you know what, not today, I gotta go play golf. go pick on somebody else.
The work Gianna does with adaptive golfers is about so much more than giving people the opportunity to play golf. It's about showing people with what may appear to be limitations that anything, including golf, can be achieved by changing your approach.
To learn more about the adaptive golfers and how you can help support and get involved with Gianna's organization, you can visit adaptivegolfers.org. And stay tuned for more stories of inspiration from me and the LPGA Women's Network.
The EGA European Championship for Golfers with Disability is a truly remarkable event.
It's maybe the most important moment of the year for me because it would mean a lot to have back-to-back victory in this event.
We get to play against the best players in the world. We have an incredibly competitive set of guys here, and the EGA have done an awesome job of putting it all together. I'm world champion long drive. I had a winning drive of 358 yards, won by 5, and get to call myself world champion now, which I'm very proud of.
I want people to treat us like sportsmen. We are great sportsmen, a lot of us. I have 5 British Open championships and 1 US Open and 2 one-arm world championships.
I play since I think I'm 7 years old, so it's a long time ago. And I play if I have time, every time, also every day, every second. Every time I play golf, I forget everything around me, maybe school or problems in life. And it's made fun and I like it.
It gives me the feeling that I'm a person between normal person, that I can play with them and against them and to beat them sometime, and it's some victory for the disability. It's something fantastic. I really like it. Sometimes I hate it, but when it's my result, it's not good. But every day I enjoy like crazy.
Anyone can come to one of these events and watch us fight it out there. They will respect us as players and as an athletes, not as, feeling sorry or feeling bad for us.